Hey friends, this is the MrsV from our Half Acre Homestead, and I'm fixing my stove today. Now remember folks, this is not a how-to video, this is a how Mrs. Wolfie does it video. This is my stove. Now you're only seeing two burners because this is where my camera is. As you can see, these burners have foil pans in the bottom, and I'm going to show you why. Because these are falling apart. Now normally, I'm not going to clean these. These are from another stove. Normally, this is the way it would be, right? You could take this pan out and replace it, or line it, or whatever. This Whirlpool stove, it's all in one piece, and it is cheap and rotting. But in order to get this to fit in here, there's two things that has to happen. This piece here has a hole for this leg piece to go through. But this one goes up beyond the ring and this one does not. So that way nothing will fit. And there's also the fact that this little back piece will not allow the burner to clip down in. And it also has to have a hole cut out of it. You see how rotten this is? So let's take this over to the table and see what we can do. Okay, now remember folks, this is not a how-to video. This is a how I do it video. All right, so here's, as I've explained to you, the difference between this, look at this. Look at this. It's folding right out. It's just coming apart. This is why it's good to have them separate, because you can replace these. These you have to replace the whole thing, and good luck getting a hold of Whirlpool. Now, before I go any further, I want to introduce you to Blue. Blue is my Dremel. And on Blue is a nice little cutting wheel. If we're going to start with the ring. Okay, the problem here, if you look, is this little metal piece at the bottom of the opening. That has to come off. Now, there's two little notches in the place where I want to cut it out. So, I'm just going to go into the notch on an angle. And there we go. So now, what we also need is the little hole on the other side for the burner leg to rest in. Okay, see how these are burner legs? Okay, there's what holding it up. Because the dish has been rotten, the burner's been collapsing down in. That's the sad part. Okay, so we already have a nice little marked out spot. This little hole right here is where I'm going to do it. And it doesn't have to be very big. Be careful, these are enamel. That's another thing. These were just metal. Okay? These are enamel coated. I should turn my box around because of the way the sparks are going. Alrighty. Thank you, Blue. Ow, that's hot. Okay. So let's go see. Now, obviously, I haven't cleaned them for a reason, right? Okay. Now, this needs to go here. And this, oh, you're telling me you're not going to fit over that hole? The hole is a little bit bigger. All right, let's see if we can do something about this. Because it worked with the other one. Oh, this didn't have the tube. The other one didn't have the tube. Okay. Once I know, this is the only one. This is the only burner I might have to do this to because of that pipe. So, let's see how this goes. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to go and see if I can grind away. Okay, so we have our ring that I have cut this little piece out. And we have this that I have cut this notch out. And I've enlarged this hole. Now I only have to do this with the one because this is the only pipe coming up. So this took a little bit longer. Let's see now. Oh, c'est bon. There we go. So here's hoping. And look at that. Look at that. From this that would not hold up my burners, okay, to this. And they aren't even the same make of stove. So when I get this all finished, I'll show you. Okay, we've come up with I've discovered a problem. I'm missing the ring from the other stove to go with this one. The best I can do is, because this is so rotten, look at that. I'm going to take my cutting wheel and can you see, dear? And right here, I'm going to start cutting away this. Okay, cutting this out worked. I had to make a larger ledge for this plate to sit in, But now you see I've got a really kind of jagged edge, and I've got a little grinding tool, the same one I used to hollow out the hole on the smaller plate. And we're just going to grind off the rough edge and we'll be good to go. Okay, this is the burner I had to use the other ring on and cut the bottom off. And even that's really, really flimsy. But you know what? Until I find that other ring, which I'm sure will turn up, this is going to have to do. So here we go. Right in here. And then we put this in like so. In goes the burner, and look at that, folks. They all work, and they're all, I can't touch them now because I just turned them all on. They're all sturdy. I've been given the biggest compliment I could ever receive from my husband. He said I'd make a first-rate body man's helper. Can't go better than that. This is the Miss Wolfie from our half-acre homestead saying it took a $40 stove to get me through canning season and to fix my only 5-year-old Whirlpool stove. But I got it done. And I didn't have to buy anything. I just had to figure it out. Remember, this isn't a how-to video. It's a how I did it video. Take care. God bless. I'm pretty sure just saved myself about 150 bucks.